the mask over there, you know what's up. We here, we all family. It is what it is. You know, you partake in cannabis doesn't make you a bad person or evil or, you know, anything that, you know, the racist media have portrayed about it for years and years and years.
This is a brand ambassador.
My guy Abraham, thank you so much.
I'm Abraham, and I'm market director for NorCal for Infused brand gummies and inhalers. Is the Woo Goo gummy, our collaboration with Wu-Tang, with Ghostface. You get one shot to make an impression. So I want to talk a little bit about who I am first, let you know my background. I'm born and raised in San Francisco. You're not just representing the flower, you're representing Uncle. So if you go there and you do a bad job, it's a reflection on him. You don't want to screw around and take that for advantage and go high or do something insulting and make a comment to somebody direct. You know, you want to be on your best behavior. You want to represent, you want to do something that's going to make them proud. You want to represent the brand. You want to also engage somebody quickly because, you know, I'll be behind that table and someone will walk by and I'll say, hey, you know, would you want to check this out? Would you like a free sample? Do you want to know something about the store? You know, whatever it is, engage people. Sometimes you see you got a shirt on or something that, you know, hey, you're a Warrior fan, you're from the city. Find some commonality, some common ground. And the reason I told you about myself is because I sold myself earlier, just now. I told you about myself. I gained your confidence in some regard. Maybe some of you went to Balboa or some of you know for the Excelsior or something. I don't know, maybe there's some commonality. I'm from the city. I know a little bit about weed, but it doesn't matter. I mean, it is a confidence building thing. You got little time to just make a good impression. We're not conning them. We're going to offer them something good for their money, but we are trying to get their interest up and get them to call to action, get them to make a purchase. Now, as a brand ambassador, you're doing two things. You're educating the people that walk in, try to get them to buy the weed, you know, try to sell it to them, try to get them to go to the register and actually walk out with a jar. Hopefully they'll enjoy it, they'll tell their friends, they'll come back and get more. But you're also doing something else, man. You're talking to all of the bud tenders and all the people that work in that dispensary. You get to know them. You get to know them because you're going to build a relationship with them because hopefully you'll be able to get more contact from them and more information from them and be able to find out how many buds do they have. Do they have enough jars in there for the next time you have a demo? Maybe it's time for a reorder. You know, look around at the competition. You need to know other brands that are out there. What differentiates yourself? You already know his story. That's a huge brand. But that Chocolatina, but that's fire too. That's some good shit. I was some fucked up Latino after I took that. That was it. You know what I'm saying? You know, that's like, actually that's what I would say too. Is, hey, check out this jar. You know, I mean, you got to find a little something. Sometimes you got to do some humor. You got to do something to attract them, get that flower interest. You know, and then make that sale. And then this kind of converts over to talking about the bud tenders and the dispensary staff, get to know them, and then it converts to sales, more sales for And this also bridges you to the gap. It's like, okay, you want to be a brand ambassador? Do you want to get to sales? Do you want to become a purchaser? Do you want to, you know, work in the back office? Do you want to be out? I mean, what do you want to do? I mean, this is a brand ambassador is not a career for a 30-year career. I mean, no one has 30-year careers anymore anyway. But right? I mean, it might be 3 months, might be 3 years. If you can evolve with if the business grows and you can grow with it, you can personal growth and business growth, then you can become a valuable asset to him. He could become an asset to you. He could bring you up. One of the things that is the mantra of high purpose is quality weed. So you got to know what we're talking about there. Education and giving back. As everyone was describing Unk's story, I mean, I've seen him on Instagram reading to children. I've seen him out there on the streets helping mediate during violence. He's doing this all in his own time. He's giving back. And so you got to represent what those buds represent because not only is it good quality medicine, but a little bit of that money goes right back to the community. And so you got to know how, though, because people are going to ask you how. So you just mentioned the backpacks, the gun buyback. And they might be asking what percentage and all that. So that's something we should talk to Uncle about trying to clarify. Because there's going to be some questions. Then they're going to ask about what it is that you got in that jar. So who knows what kind of strain is in that jar? Because we only got one right now. Brand ambassadors, what kind of weed we got here going? Chocolatina, right? And it's a hybrid. And hybrid of what? It's indica and sativa combination. So they might ask, what is indica? What's sativa? Do you all know? I'm not going to question you and ask you, but do you all know? Do you know what THC stands for? Do you know what CBD stands for? Do you know that those are only like 1 out of 110 plus cannabinoids identified in marijuana leaf, cannabis leaf? Shouldn't call it marijuana, there's bad connotations with that.
Yep.
Cannabis leaf? What are cannabinoids? Yeah, to get you high, and they do other things. And we're discovering things that, who knows who the hell Rick Simpson is? Woo. I saw his hand go up first. Bro, give that to him. There you go. Rick Simpson. Rick Simpson Oil, RSO.
Rick Simpson, there it is.
You know, he's the man. What did Rick Simpson do? Well, he cured himself from cancer. Like 3 decades ago, he went to the doctor's office, he had cancerous melanoma. He went home, and for some reason, I'm gonna put some weed on my face. And who the hell thinks about doing that, right? But he made his own, he created it. He put a little patch on his skin. I think it was on his leg. I was gonna see him on his face, whatever. And then he goes back to the doctor, and he doesn't have cancer anymore. He had it, it's gone, something the fuck happened, right? Maybe this is possibly a treatment for cancer. I know as a diabetic, it helps me with my diabetes. It helps people with lack of sleep or sleep problems, eating, helps people who are taking medicine for cancer. You gotta know all these things.
So it's going to be important for you to learn about me and my story and what we're doing, because it says the Get Back Buzz on there. For when you go out and do whatever you're going to do, you got to be able to, explain it very well. You can't just be like, hey man, some good weed, which is cool, you know what I'm saying? But it gets a little bit in depth and it's serious, because we're doing some serious stuff, which is helping the community. Like, it's very important that y'all understand that. It's on our pre-rolls, it's on our jars. When you do something when it comes to high purpose, that you're doing it for a good cause. Getting high with a purpose.
Have fun, know what you're talking about, but don't overabuse it. Always try to put the best foot forward and make others proud.